Hi there, this is Callie, here to tell you about Virtel Web Access. How much does it save to switch from client-based 3270 emulators to Virtel's thin client browser-based web access? Let's first take a look at the total cost of ownership of traditional client-based 3270 emulators. With those products, software licensing is only a part, the smaller part, of the total cost of ownership. The main long-term cost of ownership is that of supporting the client-based solution. In a controlled environment where the devices used for 3270 terminal emulation are all purchased and managed by corporate IT, there tends to be only a few different types of devices, typically Windows PC desktops or notebooks. Yet, supporting hundreds or thousands of remote 3270 emulation clients is quite costly, typically costlier than the product licensing itself. But in a more open environment, such as BYOD, where the devices used for 3270 terminal emulation are not purchased or managed by corporate IT, and where those devices are instead purchased and managed by their users, or in an environment that is opening up to non-traditional workstations, such as mobile devices and non-Windows workstations, there is little to no limit on the types of devices that may be used for 3270 terminal emulation. This makes it extremely challenging, and therefore extremely costly, to support the 3270 emulation. How much does switching to Virtel Web Access save? For starters, Virtel licensing fees are lower than that of its competitors, up to 80% lower than those of top-tier competitors such as AttachMate, Pcom, and Roomba. The licensing of Virtel Web Access is also more flexible. Both perpetual and subscription licensing are available. Both per-seat and enterprise licensing are available. With enterprise licensing, customers do not have to worry about controlling their seat counts. You won't have to license new client apps each time a new client technology appears. Virtel is client agnostic. It doesn't just work with today's client technology, it will work as well with tomorrow's client technology. Virtel Web Access also costs much less to support than the traditional client-based 3270 emulators it replaces. It installs in 2 hours. Its deployment is instant. Just have users point their web browsers to an installation-defined URL. There are no IT assets to support outside the mainframe, no client apps, and no middle-tier servers. The solution is managed and controlled 100% centrally on the mainframe, which is much easier than having to support thousands of remote clients. It doesn't require installing or changing anything to support new client technologies. Not to forget that Virtel Web Access doesn't require a VPN, and may also eliminate the need for a session manager, both products whose licensing and support costs can run pretty high. The bottom line is that in terms of total cost of ownership, Virtel Web Access is a much better value than the client-based 3270 emulators it replaces. Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you now understand how much Virtel Web Access saves over traditional client-based 3270 emulators. If you want to know more about Virtel Web Access or other Virtel products, please check our video library. Keep your mainframe front and center with Virtel.